Hey everyone, welcome to TerraTech Worlds. This is a pre-release game. I was given the key by Payload Studios, and we're just going to take a first look. I have played a tutorial and a little bit of it just to get a feel of this game. So let's go ahead and jump in. This is a open world survival building style game, but completely different because this is us right here in our little vehicles. The world is beautiful in this game. Just everything about it is cool. I played the first game, which was TerraTech, and this is the newest version of it. This is the newest re-imaging, however you want to say it, but everything, the graphics and everything is beautiful, and it plays a lot same but a lot different. So let's go ahead and start this out. This is a first look, and if you are interested in giving it a try or helping the company out, this is Payload Studios. I will link the description below. Okay, so it wants us to place this yard right here. Go ahead and drop it. We'll drop it by the ocean. Put it there, I think. Yeah. And we got a couple of ramps to get up onto it. And my tech is in the way, so I'm going to have to back up. Okay, so did that. Now it wants us to collect iron. But if I come up here, I could claim this. This is the base. Any type of structures for crafting equipment and stuff will come from, we have to build it on top of that. You'll see in a little bit. So if we look down at the bottom left of the screen, well, this is temperature gauges. So I guess I'm not sure if that is dealing with the environment or your tech itself. Then right next to that, we have the power. So we have a battery pack on board for the main vehicle. And then the one outside is, so if you look at this piece right in the center back, this piece right here that has a little battery symbol on it, that's an extended battery. That little gun on top is the laser, the mining laser. The tech auto grabs things, which is nice. The little scanner on top tells us where our base is at. It keeps you from getting lost while exploring. Okay, here's some rock that we need. This is the iron. So right there, if you hit this is the scanner. It will show you where resources are at by highlighting them in green. So if you're out looking around, need some resources, not sure where to find them, you hit the control button. It highlights the resources that you need. And as you progress in the game, you will fight. This is a single player or co-op game, no PvP. And so as you, depending on how you're doing it, explore, there are enemy techs out there in the world that you can attack and pick up pieces and just rebuild this one right here that we're playing. So I'll show you that in a little bit. Alright, so the next active task is craft a 2x2 platform. So if I hit my tab key up here, we have a bunch of different options from inventory, which is this right here. Weapons, you can actually assign different weapons into groups. Tech snapshots. So this right here, if you take a snapshot of your tech and you want to, and you've changed the configuration of something and you want to go back to it, you can actually use this to rebuild a tech, or yeah, just to build a different tech. Cab crafting, right here we have the cab workbench. So you have a onboard workbench. They want us again to craft a 2x2 platform. So we'll come over here to this, and then right here is a 2x2 platform which requires 2 iron. Right here is the progress for doing it. Once it's finished, the output, you take it, it puts it into your inventory. Then we'll just drag and drop it right next to this one right here, snaps in place. So that's complete. Now they do want us to craft a workbench, but what I'm gonna do, I think I want to make my base a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna craft a couple of these for now. Take all. Make it a box for now, because once I get the workbench, I can start building bigger pieces. What's this? Oh, okay, so there we go. cab crafting workbench right here. Take this. I'm actually going to get off that block right there, and I'm going to place... It does take a little bit getting used to the drive and placing objects in this game. So, place the workbench right there. It is huge, as you can see. So now they want us to craft a carbon generator. I think that is under... Yep, right here. And carbon is out. If you look at these mushroom trees or those little plants I was running over, that is carbon. Back to my... Alright, go ahead and... Oops. Place this. Again, huge pieces. Huge pieces. We could rotate these around. They don't technically have to take up the whole spot. Sometimes placing can be a bit... There we go. So as you can see, it is hanging off, but it still snaps into place. So place carbon into the generator. So if we hit E to interact, we have carbon right here. So if I just put it here, and then I'll click restore grid power. So this right here is the grid, and anything that is built on top of this will be powered by that generator right there. And what I want to do is I do want to build bigger platforms. So I'm going to build a couple of 4x4s. They do stack, so that makes it nice. And then with that, I'm going to place these out like this. And then with that, I can actually, and you could just pick up and move your equipment, so you don't have to, it doesn't have to get turned off or lose resources when you do it. And again, see, it's still connected, but it is half off. It kind of makes some room for your platform. All right, so next one is we're gonna craft a supply fabricator workbench, which is right here. I need carbon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some carbon off of here real quick and craft it. Again, this game is in early access, so things are going to change and improve. Supply fabricator workbench. There it is. And then I got to throw the carbon back in here and restore the grid power in order for this to work. Take that. And then we'll put this, we'll actually spin, not like that. Spin that around, a bit like that. All right, so this right here is where you make ammo for your little TerraTech vehicle. And it wants us to craft light ammo. Not sure how many, so that's 20 rounds right there. And I have 100 already. Okay, so now it wants us to craft a refinery. Take that. Put this down. Spin that. Put it there. Then a block crafter. Saw that. We need refined copper. So, as you can see, we have just copper ore and debris. Oh, I didn't play. Okay, and I got a little gun, so I want to place it on my tech. So there. Now my gun. This is a M18 vendor. It is a light machine gun. So that's what that is. And I'll talk about this piece right here, the cabs, once we start improving our tech, because yeah, you want to protect that piece. Okay, so the refinery, what we do here is this will refine the ore into a refined piece of copper. So for the workbench, the block crafter, I need 5 refined copper. So come up here, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is what the refined pieces look like. I don't know, little round things. Take all. Craft this. And while I'm crafting that, what I'm going to do is for carbon. So debris makes carbon. So this is all debris. This is all the stuff that when you're mining resources, this is just plain rock. But we can make carbon out of this. So that's what I'm going to do. And for every 100 pieces, it makes 10. Let's take this. We will grab the block crafter and we'll put it right next to that piece is huge. Boom, put it right there. Okay, so now they want us to craft a small cargo block with the block crafter. So this right here makes parts for your TerraTech vehicle. And what they do is they want us to make a small cargo bay, which is 5 refined iron and 5 refined copper. So right here you can stack the refining process, but only one type of item will be put into the output. So until you take this, it will not be able to process a different type of ore until you take the one in the output. So take all of that. Come over here, small cargo. Doesn't take long to craft some of this stuff, so take that. And as you can see, we have more resource lasers, tractor beams, basic wheels, a small battery, which comes in handy, connectors for your vehicle, and more machine guns. And as you progress in the game, you will get more items. And as you fight techs out there, the pieces that you get from ruined techs, you can add on to yours, and then you'll be able to make them. Now they want us to harvest 200 copper, and so we're gonna go out and do that. We're gonna check this out, the refinery. We're gonna go ahead and refine some more copper. And then we're gonna go out and, okay, so for this piece right here, in order to add this to your tech, I don't have to do it right here, but I will. So this is information about your tech, and I'm still trying to learn what all of this actually means. This is the recharge. It auto repairs. So whenever you see this tech turn green, that's an auto repair option. Battery restores. I'm not sure what the restores are. Again, this is the temperature of the, I don't know if this is the temperature of items being used in the tech or environmental, and this is how much your tech weighs. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this small cargo, which adds 8 slots into my existing cargo. So this is my current cargo on my tech, so I'm gonna add this on. And as I add it on, you'll see it added more cargo right here. One thing to know about these pieces right here is you do have physics in that come into play in this game. So by putting that there, if we do this, my tech will be back heavy, and it will tend to want to do wheelies or stuff. Not as bad right now with that piece, but as we add more and more pieces on, that will happen. And I can control what, either just the mining laser, which is what's going on right there, which that is my left mouse button. So if I want to use my machine gun, I will hit my right mouse button, and I can fire both by holding both buttons down. And if you look at those, you'll see there's, when I scan, you see that line right there? That will cut a rock in half, or a thing in half. And I think that makes it easier, or takes less time to mine it. Oh, see, so with that piece in the back, I am getting stuck. And I'm actually mining the wrong thing. I'm supposed to be mining copper. Copper is these green ones. Now the different terrain, it does have different terrain as well in this game. So right here I am in mud, and this definitely affects my vehicle. I will be going a lot slower. But they also in the game have different tires and stuff made for different environments. So these are just basic tires, so they're not that good. As you see, it slows way down. Next task it wants me to do is harvest carbon. Pick up these little pieces of copper that got away from me. So these are carbon trees right here. It doesn't tell you that it is carbon, but it is. I've found out. Now, one thing to watch out about these trees, if it falls on your vehicle, it will destroy your vehicle. So if you cut this tree in half, be ready to run. And running, you can't run in mud, so technically I guess it's not running. There's the cut point. Oh, that was close. Alright, so next task is launch pad. Come over here. Launch pad. So I need refined iron, copper, and carbon. So go ahead and create a launch pad. And I don't know if I'm going to have room for it. I might have to create a... Yep, I do. Let's see. I won't put that. I don't know if it'll let me snap it right here on the edge. Yeah, this thing is huge, so let me create another, I can, 4x4. I don't know if I'll have room for it. Drop that. That thing is huge, as you can see. So if you look, so this thing will launch items into space. So there's different factions, different companies that we're working for here. And this is for a GSO delivery. And what it wants is they're requesting delivery of iron and chlorine. So they want us to use this launch pad to send the requested resources into space. So if I interact with this, as you can see, it wants me to put 50 iron in here, so that does that. And then I gotta figure out, I have not figured out where the chlorine is at, so I gotta do that. And then once I figure that one out, we'll go ahead and launch it and complete that delivery. Gonna make a large silo. This is a storage bin for your main base platform. Take that and we'll place this. I don't know how large it is. Yep, that is huge as well. So what I'm gonna do is build another, I'm gonna build a 7x7 this time and a 4x4. And I won't have room. I know I won't have room. There we go. Put another 4x4 right here in front of this. And put my that there. So interact. Okay, so right down here, if you look down at the bottom right corner, Alt, mouse button, transfer all. Control is transfer one item, like this. And I transferred, but if you hold down Alt and click your mouse button on whatever, so if I hold it on the large silo and do want to transfer all, I just Alt transfer back. But gotta remember to keep that. So yeah, so that's the way you transfer items back and forth. All are just a certain type. I am going to build a small battery. So I want to build a tractor beam, so copper. So the tractor beam, this will help me mine resources better. And then another small battery. So what I'm going to do with this is once I get ready, I'm going to have to redo my tech. Alright, so the way you do this is it's all drag and drop. You can throw pieces on the ground for your vehicle, and you don't have to do it right here. You could do it out anywhere you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of put, so that whatever this was, interact. That was, what piece was this? Take all that. Yep, so that was my, so what I did was I had pieces of my small cargo. When I moved it, it dropped them all on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to tab and then hit my space bar, which lifts my vehicle up in the air. And you could do a 360 zoom all around. So when you want to rebuild things. So like I said, you could just drop these on any parts on the ground, or you can put it in your inventory. But I'm going to try to rebuild this to make it more efficient, I guess. So And again, this is the main part of your tech right here. If this part right here gets destroyed in a fight or by damage, your whole tech gets destroyed. Any other piece on your tech will just will fall off and disappear, or just fall off like this, which inhibits your total ability of your tech. But if you get this part right here, the cab portion destroyed, your whole tech blows up. That's why I'm saying that you should protect this piece. Shouldn't technically put this on the outside. I know in the earlier version of the game, the TerraTech, I would put these inside the middle of the tech somewhere. But right now I'm just gonna kind of do you flip pieces around. Where is that at? Okay, so like this. I can put wheel there. Wheel there. And again, I don't have many parts, and this is, so this will still be a basic tech. Put that there, and I want to put my gun up here. Oh, here's a tractor beam. I want to put that there. As you can see, as I'm building it, the mass is now increasing, which does make a big difference on your tech. When driving around, it will slow it down. So we're gonna come out and we're gonna look for. I don't know where chlorine is at. I have not found chlorine. So as you get, if we look down at the bottom left, because I added a second battery. I don't know if be able to see, but so as you can see, I added a second battery, so now we have 4 lines instead of 3. So the battery with the 2 lines inside the box is the main tech power supply, and then the 2 outside is the additional batteries. Copper. There is a tech right there. I'm technically not set up to fight this guy because I only got 1 small machine gun, but I'm going to do it anyways. I took his wheel out. Took a wheel out. All right, so right there, I've taken him pretty much completely apart. He's got 1 wheel that he's trying to move with, but he has nothing to fight with. And this is the cab that I was talking about. If you're able to take that cab out first, you watch the rest of the tech just fall apart like that and get destroyed. And for the pieces that did not get totally destroyed, I'm able to pick those up and I will be able to use those. So right here is an axle, a versatile axle. It's an extender. And here is a medium shifted wheel. Got small shifted wheel, 2-way edge connector, another resource laser, so I can actually take his resource laser and put it on my tech, which adds weight. I don't know if I could put this on here and it will work. But as you could tell, again, physics comes into play in this game, so if I put this piece on, my tech does drop down. So I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if this laser, hang on, we'll see. Yeah, so that laser as well, being that it's facing like that, it is a 360, but the range of motion does not go outwards, so that is not a pretty good placement. Oh, okay, so what I can do is take this, rotate it, so now this piece, I've actually got 2 of them. I actually got more. I got 3 of them. But with that, I can put my laser here, and it is weighing down the back of my tech. So it does make me more unstable when I'm driving. It rocks backwards when I start to drive. Also, something to take note of is now that I have 4 mining lasers, watch my power when I start to gather resources. My power drops quickly. it does mine a lot quicker. So yeah, that's a lot quicker than what it is when you just have a couple. So it's kind of like take the positive with the negative. You could mine a lot quicker, but you also deplete your power a lot quicker. So we're gonna need bigger batteries. As you can see, back heavy. If you do get in trouble by like something like that happening and you just can't get out, you can actually bump your, by hitting your space bar, you can reset your tech position. There's another thing I could do to keep this from being back heavy like this, which I will see if I, so what I'm gonna do, take this piece off, and I think that tire is way too big. Put this one on. So with this, now I have stability in my back. It will affect maybe getting stuck in the future, but I don't have to worry about the back of my tech being too heavy. I don't know if I want to fight this guy because he's got better weapons than me. Take out a wheel. See, his back wheel is damaged, so I took out a wheel. If I could take out another wheel, there we go. He fell apart, but his oh, he's still because his cab is not taken out, his gun he can still fire his gun. As you can see what's going on. But he is still a threat. I think he might be out of ammo. I got that. Whatever gun that was, which is a plasma gun, it's now mine. Let me know what you think of this game. Again, if you're a creator and you want to give this a try or you want to help playtesting it, I'll put the link again below. And go ahead and contact Payload Studios. They are a small indie company out of England, and this game is like a cozy survival, resource gathering, building type game, kind of a hybrid style of a regular survival style game, but it's still fun. And the things that you can build, the type of TerraTech machines that you can build is just, it's the limit is your imagination of whatever you can build, and it becomes super fun and all of that. So let me know in the comments what you think of this. I'm gonna continue to do videos for them for this game, showing it off. And again, it is early access, and things will change as time progresses. Like all early access games, don't have an issue with that whatsoever. And as always, you guys have a great time out here exploring these alien planets of TerraTech worlds. Enjoy your journey, and until next time, I am Magic Flying Potato, and I am out. Y'all have a good one.